Hello and welcome to Old Lady Plays. I'm Kate, the Old Lady, and this is Earning My Spurs, Season 5, Episode 4 of this FM22 save in Fortaleza, Brazil, and we are doing fairly well. I had this whole intro, 7 minutes of chatter, all wrapped out, and then I noticed I hadn't changed the scene, which I will do now. Hello, here I am. And there's the background this time, so you'll actually be able to see what I'm talking about, which would be much more exciting for you visually. Otherwise, it would have been 7 minutes of staring at the thumbnail, which I don't think really would have been quite what I was going for. It's not really a podcast format. Anyway. Oh, look at that tackle. My goodness. What a tackle. In the box. Dangerous as anything, but he managed to pull it off. Whoa, hello. Carlos Eduardo gets a header. I have started some of the rotation players in this one because, and we're up 4-1 from the first half. First leg, I didn't see the point in playing the best players today. They can take the game off. So we've got some good ones in the lineup. Castro, who's recently been named a Wonder Kid. I'm happy about that. That's just showed up. And I'm pleased since I spotted him at 18 and found out now that he is in fact a Wonder Kid. I thought he was a good looking player and well done. And meanwhile, I've been yakking and David has scored. So that's rather nice. He's got himself a goal from Felipe Roman. Ooh, Shaylon bends it beautifully, but not quite under the bar. I think the goalkeeper might have had it anyway, but it was a very good effort. Allison Henry now. David. Up high for Cabrera. Inside for Shaylon. Shaylon. Oh, and it's David with his second quickly. It's only been 4 minutes since his last goal. So look at him run. He gets the ball back here. Beautifully done. He gives the ball to, I think it was Cabrera or somebody else to give to Cabrera and kept running. And that is so important. Oh boy. Shaylon again. Keep giving him chances like this. He's going to put one in. Ooh. Lots of curl on that one, but he couldn't quite get it on net. (6-1) now on aggregate. As far as the World Club Cup, by the way, or the Club World Cup, I keep getting that backwards. I'm not unhappy with how we did. Castro gets the third goal. Pretty much settles this one before the half. I'm pretty happy with how we did, especially against Bayern. 2-2. And we were getting chances right to the last minute. We outshot them. It was a great effort. I was very happy with it. I was just disappointed that we couldn't beat AS Tunis by more goals because I really wanted us to go to the next round. I don't know if we'd have made it. I can't remember who Bayern played in the next round, but it was not an easy team. And I don't know if we'd have made it, but it would have been fun to try. Next time. What a 45 minutes that was. You've blown them away. There you go. That'll make them happy. I'm not too worried about complacency at 7-1. Lucas de Vega. Henry is around his man. Finds. Oh! Lucas de Vega hits the bar. Or the post or some piece of the goal. Whatever. It hit something that wasn't supposed to be there. And it didn't go in. De Vega now. Oh, with a long shot that didn't miss by much. Again, I think the keeper might have had it, but with a good try. Oh, keeper, there you go. I got beat by one of those once. It was mortifying. I had the first 20 minutes of the game, we were under siege. I was in goal, and I was making save after save after save, and I was begging my team to tighten up the marking, and they just couldn't get it together to improve the marking in front. So the crosses kept coming in, and finally one of them came in. It was a windy day, and the wind caught it, and it just sailed and sailed and sailed, and I backed up, got to my line and jumped, but it was just out of my reach and over my head, and into the net it went, and I was just mortified. And my team absolutely fell apart. I mean, as long as I'd been invincible, they were feeling great. They weren't doing any better, but they were feeling great. But, and David's got his hat trick while I've been yapping. Yeah, I ended up giving up 3 more goals before the half, so it was 4-0. Because the team just fell apart, nobody was marking anybody, so they were all alone in front. I was beaten, I think, twice off a direct cross in a standing situation. Like, it wasn't a running game. It was just a lot of standing around. So 4-1, Peñarol got themselves one. I'm going to take a second and have a look at my team here. Lucas de Vega can come out for young Gabriel. It's 8-2, I think it's safe to put him on. And Shalon can come out for Tavara. And I think that's it. Grigori is injured, so I don't have another midfielder to replace Cabrera. And everybody else is doing just fine. I'm happy with them, so let's go. Eight 2. I think we're staking a claim on our cup here. It's our cup from last year. We're the holders. So we are defending our cup here. I'm well aware of it, and I think so far we're doing pretty good, but this is not ideal. Shepeko with the big save. Big save, big save. The funny part about that game, where I ended up down 4-0 at the half after starting off really well, was that my partner had been there for the first 15 minutes of the game and had seen me playing really well, but it was kind of cool as well as being windy, so she decided to go to the nearby donut shop and get a coffee and something else for herself and so on. Came back about 10 minutes later to find it was 3-0. So yeah, she was a little baffled by how it had gone from me playing so well to being down 3-0 in no time. Trials and tribulations of being a goalkeeper, though. That happens. Sometimes the team just doesn't show up. My team showed up today, though. Look at that, 15 shots to 8. 5 on target each way. About the same goal, XG, I should say. But we bagged 4 and they got 1. So we were clinical and they were not. They were brutal and we were not. 22 fouls to 8. My goodness. That explains their 4 yellow cards and our none. Anyway, that's how you handle a 2-legged tie. Well done. Who got through? Sao Paulo is out to Boca. Flamengo got through, no big surprise, 5-1 on aggregate. Grêmio beat Vélez. That's a good result for them. 6-1. Very nice. Palmeiras over Godoy Cruz. That's pretty good. 5-4. It was a tough game, but they got there. I guess they lost the second one 3-2. Yeah. So, or something. I don't know which one. It doesn't matter. Vasco da Gama gets through against Deportes Tolima. Deportes Tolima. There we go. And what we've got left in the competition, at least of the 6 groups I can see, or the 6 ties I can see, we have 1 Argentinian team and 5 Brazilian teams who've gotten through. So yeah, it's going to be another Brazilian year, it looks like. That's the second round done. We draw Palmeiras in the next round. So that's the quarterfinal. I think that's pretty good. We should be able to beat them. They're a good team. They were up here. Yeah, they're still in 6th place, but you know, they're only 8 points back of us. It's not that big a gap. We haven't quite got to the halfway point yet, so we'll see. I would like to show you a couple of things. There we go. And what I'd like to show you are the transfers here. We've got Yuri Alberto, who I think I've shown you before. He's got great pace and, you know, a bunch of other fairly reasonable attributes. I think he's going to do well for us. He's going to be a sort of third striker, while what's his name, Nascimento, gets himself a little experience and so on. Maybe goes out on loan while we keep Gonzalez, Castro, and Yuri Alberto. So that's who we got there. Good to get an actual Brazilian striker so that we can play somebody when we're short, when we need our other foreign players in the lineup. Gustavo Assunção is coming in as a defensive midfielder, but I think he's going to be more of a regista or something along those lines. He's signing from Famalicão in Portugal, I believe. And look at the numbers here. 16 vision, 16 passing, 16 technique, 16 first touch. I mean, I love it. Jumping reach 6. He's not going to out-jump anybody in the midfield. And if anything, we do have a bit of a short midfield, but I'm okay with that. The way we play, we don't tend to put a lot of balls in the air anyway. And I could shorten things up to make sure that we try and keep it on the ground as much as possible. I'm perfectly happy with that. So, anyway, that's the 2 players we got coming in a couple of days. They won't be able to play in Libertadores because they have missed the final registration day, which was about a week ago. So, yeah, 10 days or something. Anyway, it's gone. Last time you saw us, we played Grêmio and lost, to my great distress. We then played Cuiabá, and we got a 2-2 draw out of it. I was disappointed with that. No, wait, not Grêmio. That wasn't the last game. No, that's right, the World Club Cup. Club World Cup. I still get it wrong. It's right in front of me, and I got it wrong. Oh my. Club World Cup, they went on to win. Bayern went on to lose the 3rd place game to Fluminense, while PSG beat Real Madrid. So, I don't know why I suddenly said Real Madrid rather than, Real Madrid, which is how I tend to think of it normally. But, let's move on. Where were we here? We had done this. Right, so Palmeiras, back and forth game. Own goal in the 10th minute, so they marked one. We got one back in the 27th, and then another one in the 46th minute, so we're up 2-1 at the half. They got one back early in the second half before Gonzalez got us out of the trap with an 89th minute winner. And they were first at the time, so we took over first because we beat them in that game. São Paulo or I think third at the time when we did this. We thumped them 3-0. Very happy with how that went. Goianiense 4-0. Was never really close. We had 3 goals in the first 30 minutes, long before they had a man sent off. Coritiba 3-0. Straightforward. 2 goals for Castro. 1 on a penalty for Tavra. Tumbensi. Now this was a dangerous one. We came so close to tying this one again. I think they hit the post in the dying minutes. Walter Gonzalez scored in the 60th. They came back 9 minutes later, and Tavra with another penalty a few minutes after that got us the win, but it was a tight run thing. Peñarol, I told you, 4-1. We had 4 different scorers. They had a man sent off, but we were already up 2-0 by that point. And they did get a goal late against the run of play, but that's going to happen sometimes. Same as they did in this game. They got a goal against the run of play. I'm okay with that. It was 4-0 at the time. So, and we did take them 8-2 overall. Juventude. So beautifully done here. A nice 4-1 win. Walter Gonzalez with a couple of goals. We had 3 goals by the 21st minute. Tavra with yet another penalty. I believe that's 3 games in a row that he had a penalty. There's one there, there's another one there, and another one there. So he's had penalties in 3 games in a row. 3 Serie A games. So, yeah, that's pretty good. Anyway, I've been yakking for a while. You've seen the game. Happy days are us. I showed you the players. I have showed you I haven't showed you the standings, have I? There's the standings. We are 4 points clear of Grêmio in second place. They do have a game in hand. Vasco da Gama's 2 games in hand behind us. We have 2 games in hand on them. And a 5-point lead. Same with Santos. Bragantino, they have 1 game more played than us and 7 points behind. So as you can see, and Palmeiras are 8 points behind on the same number of games. So those are really the only contenders. I don't really see the rest of them in range to catch up at any point. São Paulo, 15 points behind, and they've played 2 more games. They're unlikely to catch up. Even Flamengo is, they've got a game in hand on us, but even if they win it, they're still 13 points back. I don't see them catching up anytime soon. Not the way we play. So, because overall, it's been a pretty good year. That's why I feel like we did Fluminense. We did. Played them in the Recopa Sudamericana. There you go. There you go. Didn't we play that? I think we played that online. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. There's Fluminense again, and Grêmio is the other game that we lost. So at least you finally gotten to see us win something on this channel, other than the AS Tunis game, which we won, but not sufficiently. Curse you, AS Tunis, for having a reasonable defense. Anyway, we will be back, I guess, at the end of next month for Palmeiras in the quarterfinal second leg, and we'll see who else is in the quarterfinal. Let's see, Fluminense or América de Cali, or Bragantino or Talleres, if I'm saying it more like an Argentinian. I don't know. Oh, they are Argentinians. So Talleres. I think that's mostly it. I'm close enough. It's good enough for me anyway. So, if Bragantino and Fluminense get through, that's 7 Brazilian teams and 1 Argentinian. My goodness, we are powerful. Anything important there? No, and no. 3 goals. Let's praise him for that, and that will be the last thing we see as we say goodnight. I hope you've had a great day, and take care.